Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome to the beginning of my savings, budgeting, and YouTube journey. I'm here to represent the hardworking, low-income single parents. On this channel, I experiment with different budgeting styles, savings goals, and I share the strategies I learn as I go. So if that sounds interesting at all to you, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to follow my journey. Okay, I'm going to do this quick because my camera is dying. So let me give you the breakdown. This is my midweek check-in. For those of you that are new, welcome. What the midweek check-in is, I get paid on a Wednesday. This is the middle week. So I got paid last Wednesday. This is the midweek check-in because I don't get paid this week and I get paid again next week. So I do these videos for me mostly, and I've done this for a long time. It's just to check in on my budget to make sure that I don't overdraft so that I make sure I am still in line to pay all of my bills, to make sure that the bills that I needed to pay this pay period are paid or either at least pending processing. So let me get into what's going on here today. Sadly, I am over budget this week. So I don't know. I think what happened was once you start shopping, it's like, forget it. I'm just going to keep going. So I think that's kind of what happened here, but I was able to sit down. I have been doing my expense tracking, and I said that this time I was going to try to do it in one place. So what I have been doing is, actually, I've been doing both. So I am writing on the back of these expense trackers, and I am writing in my commonplace book. It looks crazy. This fell out, so this is really here just for this. So I am expense tracking there as well. Let's see, budgeting. It looks crazy, I know, but this is how I am expense tracking for now. If I find a different or a better way, then I will let you know. But for now, it's working. So, which I am happy about because for some reason, I'm hoping that that's going to help when I try to do a closeout. We're still working on that. Anyway, so let me show you why I'm over budget, how I got there, and what I plan on doing. All right, so let's start with my bank account, what's left in the bank account. So let me explain what these numbers are. So this number here, the $511.89, is what's the actual balance is in the bank account. So my bank, I figured out that my bank automatically already subtracts pending transactions, which is a good thing. So it saves me some trouble. I don't know why I didn't realize that before, but anyway, I realized it now. So that's the balance that's left as of now. Then I've subtracted $430 for the mortgage because that amount was supposed to stay in the bank. Also, $62 for Discover. Now, when we budgeted, make sure to go ahead and watch that video so that you can follow along. We budgeted for $37 to go to my Discover card. And then I ended up spending $25 more on a furnace filter that I got from Amazon on Prime Day. So I took that out of a sinking fund and that went to the bank. So total for Discover, that should come out. And that one's not showing us pending yet. So that's a tricky thing about using credit and debit, that you really have to. These midweek check-ins are so valuable. Like, it's just really important to do it, especially if you're on a low budget, because you never want to overdraft, of course, because that's a fee, probably like $40, $50. But you just want to make sure you're in line with the plan that you made. So what was next? That brought me down to $19.89. So, and I'm supposed to have a $75 buffer in there, but we don't have the buffer. The balance for the bank is $19.89. So if I was to subtract the buffer, which is clearly gone now, there's supposed to be $75 more in there. Well, $55.11 more in there. So I wanted to show what it would be if I included the buffer. So we are in total over budget, $55.11. So there's that. So the bank balance is $19.89. So let me show you why. So this amount doesn't match exactly, but what I figured out from my expense tracking is that I am over budget in dining. I used my bill account. These are all in my main, nope, sorry, this should say bill account. These are all in my bill accounts. That was an easy way for me to figure out where I was over budget because I used the card. So I am over budget in dining by $26.64. Shopping slash personal, geez, $12.59. We went to Five Below, a little bit too much this week. We are $8 in grocery. So I did grocery shopping through the app and did the store pickup, but we did grab some things, like I think at like Dollar Tree, some things that we saw on sale that we just grabbed, and Aldi's, I believe. Yeah, Aldi's. And then here you'll see $863 miscellaneous. So that was wine. Don't judge me. That's what that was. That I haven't even drank yet. I haven't even opened it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That brought me down to, well, that brought me to a total of $55.86 over budget. Aww. So that means my buffer is missing. They don't match exactly, but close enough. There were some things that I had to replace with savings this week also. So I'm even more over budget if I wanted to look at it that way. So I did write that down too. You'll see the savings that I used $40.07 from my main savings account, and I sent that over to replace it in my bill account because I bought plastic for our windows and doors. That's a way to save money. It's a way, it's one of our winterize activities, I call it. So there's a bunch of things that I do to prepare for winter. That was one that I did not plan for because I thought we had enough plastic to do it this year. Apparently our cat ruined some of it last year. So that's why we had to get more. And I also needed to get a thicker one. The one that we had was like one, whatever the stages are, it was one. So this time I bought 4, the number 4 thickness. I'm sure somebody knows and you're going to let me know in the comments, like I appreciate. So that's what it was. It's a little bit thicker. So hopefully it will hold in more of the heat in the house so that it's not escaping through windows and doors, since clearly the house is not insulated as well as I thought it was when I bought it. The next one was Ring subscription, $53.72. So I have the 2 Ring cameras. You guys, if you've been following me or subscribed for a long time, you know that I had to get a Ring camera. No, I had a Ring camera already on my front door. I had to get one in another location around the house because we found our neighbor was peeking into our window. So there's that. So, and this is a neighbor we share a, what is that called where you park? We share a driveway. So I had to get that. And I didn't have a Ring subscription on that one. So apparently with Ring, you have to have a subscription on each camera or you have to pay for one for all of them. So for me, it was cheaper to buy it on each. So since I already had the Ring subscription for the one on the door, they credited me about $18 for that. So, and then they just made it so that next October, I will pay for both of them again, which will be a total of $80. It's about $40 each. So I guess I saved a little bit there in that way, but I decided to get that subscription because I needed it just for safety reasons. So we have a total of $73.79 that came from savings because I took the amount from savings. I took this amount from savings and transferred it to my bill account to replace what I spent out of the bill account for these 2 things. And sinking fund used, so far we've used money out of pet, we've used money out of family fun. We went apple picking, which was really fun. It was cold and rainy though at first, so maybe we really didn't go apple picking. We went like eating and sightseeing and supporting small local businesses. So you did have fun though. It was my friend's birthday. Okay, and then home goals, we spent $25 out of that. That was to replace the money on Discover for the furnace filters, plural. And I spent $30 out of my binder, which that was all I had in my binder. So out of the binder that's just for me, just for mom, I spent $30. I went out to eat with some friends that I haven't seen in a while, and so I just took it out of that account. So, which I'm not mad at all. So there's that. So I would say total, if I wanted to be honest with myself, so with what's in the bank. So 55.11 plus 73.79, since we used it in from savings, 128.90. And I am going to write that down just so I can refer back to this at some point. So 55.11, they're only off by a couple cents. 55.11 minus plus 73.79 was 128.90. So this was not planned or budgeted for either of those. So technically, but I don't mind using savings for things that we need for the house because it's kind of there for that. And I also don't mind using sinking funds because that's there for that as well. What I am disappointed about is my buffer is almost totally gone. There's only $19.89 left of the buffer. So because this is the bank balance, so $75 is what it should be. What's in there right now is $19.89. The year I was born. So there's $55.11 that I need to replace at some point. And I don't know when, but I need to do that. So the good thing is that I didn't overdraft, which I would have if I didn't have a buffer. I definitely would have overdraft. So yay to buffers. Yay to being responsible and having a buffer at least. So we're not in the, I guess we're in the red. We're in the pink. It's like somewhere in the red, kind of, but we still have a positive balance. So I'm just going to go with pink. You know, we're not where we want to be. We're not green. We're usually green in midweek check-ins. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're usually in the green for midweek check-ins. I think we're usually in line, but this time we weren't. So it is what it is. And this camera's dying, so I'm going to hurry up and finish. Let me show you what's left in cash because I did not write that here. So gas, I know there's nothing left. There was $50. Miscellaneous, nothing left. There was $25 to start with there. Personal started with $50. There's nothing left there. Date night, which is entertainment, started with $45 or $50. Oh, I can check. Started with $45, and there is 24. I'm going to double check, always double check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And there's $24 left. And that's mostly because we used most of the fun. We used the family fun envelope for the entertainment for this past weekend. So there's $24 left in there. And then dining out has $2. $2 left. Dining out started with $50. So there's $26 total left in cash. So, I mean, if this stays here, if I don't spend any more money, I could possibly add that back so that our buffer will have, just a scenario. So our buffer will still be missing $45, but that's better than missing $55. Let me show you, I just want to show you this really quickly. I did update my sinking funds. Every time I spent some money from one of my binders, I came back home and I wrote it down. So we spent out of, oh, you know what else I did not put in here? Crap. We spent money out of, thank you guys for telling me you don't care about what colors I use, but I'm going to try. You guys deserve effort. So we spent $11 out of Kids Beauty. I finally figured out why she didn't want to go to the hair salon, because she thought I was just going to drop her off and leave her there, which she is old enough for me to do, I guess. But if she asked, I definitely would have just stayed there. But anyway, I ended up doing her hair myself. And it wasn't too bad. You know, I was a little bit sore, but it wasn't too bad because she did most of the twisting. She has passion twists, if you know what that is. But I'll insert a picture of what it looks like. That's what she got. So all I had to do was the parting and the rubber bands, and she did the rest. I taught her how to crochet. I taught her how to do the twist. She caught on very quickly, and she did the whole rest of her head. It took us most of one day, and then she did a little bit more on Sunday. So anyway, that's done and out the way. That should last at least 3 to 4 weeks. Her hair grows really fast, so we'll see. Hopefully we can stretch it to 5. But that is it for me today. For real this time. Thank you for watching this video. I always appreciate it. Question of the day is, are you getting better as I get better? Like, if you started this journey, if for any reason I motivated you to start a journey or to go back to your journey or etc., if you're trying to fix your finances, are you getting better around the same time that I'm getting better at certain things? Or are you even past me? Did you figure out how to do a closeout and I am still behind in that? So I know how to do it. My numbers just don't add up. So I guess I don't know, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. Happy saving. Bye.